How's it going there, Reject Nation? John, Coy. We are here today to watch Hawkeye, episode 5. We know Yelena's back, suspiciously Kingpin, and yeah, man, I've been hearing that this episode's gonna be a big one. There's some people at the higher ups who've been teasing this one. So guys, make sure to go ahead, hit that like button if you haven't been enjoying this video, subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when our reaction to the finale is up. Of course, full-length watch-alongs we sync up with the time code over at our Patreon page. Cover a bunch of shows over there as well. And lastly, thank you to the boys over at Prepper for helping us edit down these highlights. Coy, this is not healthy. All right, guys.
But it is healthy.
Yes, it is. We're also red today.
Healthy, yeah. It's healthy. We're
and I got my new Hawkeye shirt.
Holiday
Look
season.
at you. I'm
Epic Hero Shop.
Still waiting on my Rogers the Musical, guys.
Did you order a shirt?
Hell's yeah, I ordered so many shirts. Between the two of us, we ordered the whole Epic Hero Shop.
All right.
This is why I don't go off topic. It just leads down a trail.
Everybody loves them.
Yelena Origins in the Hawkeye show.
Yelena Identity.
Yeah, the show has more origins than most.
Intentionally missed.
Do it.
I'm trying to help you.
Then why'd you break into my house?
What? Sonia, hold our hands. Hurry, hit her with the antidote. Okay.
It's directly continuing Black Widow.
Right out of it.
Waking him up.
Look what you did to my rug. $20,000 down the drain. Thanks.
Excuse me?
I don't think she was brainwashed.
What, you thought I was some rich pervert's prisoner? Yelena, how is your sister doing?
Great.
She's doing okay.
Good.
Yeah, she's good.
And then you and Natasha will be reunited and go live your Sex in the City fantasy in New York.
Those Peloton stocks.
This show's way more connected to the other movies than I think we've seen so far.
Very true.
No.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's perspective of someone that, oh, that's so cool.
Oh, neat.
That's how she'd experience it. Oh, that's amazing.
What's going on?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Yelena? Oh my God, you're back.
Oh, damn.
Is that Moon Girl? That's a Moon Girl haircut.
It's just a blip in the thing.
I need to find Natasha.
Hey.
Can you help me find Natasha? I need to tell her I'm okay.
Let's have fun.
Hey,
Wow.
Let's have fun.
Cheery intro after that.
Show.
Whee!
And you'll be glad to know he then told me to come home and stay away from him. Come here. Oh, my baby girl. It's okay.
I'm Madam Mask. I will fix this.
Clint and I have been looking into Armand's murder. We found a lot of incriminating stuff about Jack, Mom.
Oh, God.
He has called Sloan Limited.
Stop.
Maybe there's a reason for all of it. I don't know, but you just have to please just promise me that you'll look into it. That's all I ask. Okay. Okay, I will.
What a really calm response she
What a not affected face for that moment. Madam Mask?
Get Bishop.
Sriracha.
I don't have any weapons on me. Okay, I take that back. I don't have any weapons currently in my hands.
Not that my hands aren't weapons.
In all honesty, if I wanted to kill you, I
You would have already.
Right as you open the door.
Yeah, we're probably. Okay. Yeah.
They act
Selling
well
mac and cheese
together.
right now.
I know, yeah, that's true.
It worked. That was a good sell.
Are you done?
Yeah.
I go?
Sure can.
I can put hot sauce on it?
That's the way to go.
I love American Christmases. The tree, the presents, the super-powered reindeer, Rudolph. These...
Superpowered reindeer.
Are you in New York to talk to Clint? Is that why you're here?
No. I'm here to kill him.
It's like a Tarantino scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the milk scene.
Do you know how many people he killed? The trail of blood that follows him, you could wrap around the entire world.
Okay. Wow. That was very Russian.
Oh.
We are defined by what we do, not by nice words.
What's the story she heard about Natasha?
Yelena?
Yeah.
From...
Yeah, but what is the story?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Do not get in my way again.
Love that scene.
Yeah.
Really like seeing Yelena from Kate's perspective.
Hawkeyes are staying in a hotel for Christmas. Man, take my couch. Really, take my bed.
Oh, I love grills.
Almost forgot. Missy dropped off the new outfits for you and Kate. You want to see them?
Just not right now.
Yeah, man, you need a rest.
I promise you, this is all a big misunderstanding. I've never worked a day in my life.
I looked into it, honey, and you were right.
I don't blame you for calling the police, darling. I would have done exactly the same thing. I've obviously been framed.
She framed him?
Oh.
She... Cool.
I love the world building that the long form shows allow.
Yep.
Natasha, you were the bravest of us all, weren't you? Loyal, stubborn. You always had to win, didn't you? But I do my best every day to earn what you gave me. Just want to say I miss you. And I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do.
Damn. His whole performance in this whole series just made perfect sense to me. Like, it all came full package in that one scene. Natasha's like the best off-screen character of the series. Like this whole
She
series,
supports
whole
so
show,
much.
whole show.
Around her.
So the police arrested Jack, which is all pretty crazy. Would be great to discuss. Yeah, okay, sure, I've screwed up a few times, okay? Fine. Whatever, I'm still learning. Clint, you think I want to leave all these messages like a crazy person? No, this is your fault.
Kate Bishop, perfect.
Yeah, 1000%.
Pocket in middle of fight? Wait 1 second, please. Let me put on brass knuckles so I can punch your face.
Delivery arrow.
Maya, meet me tonight where you first met Ronin. Alone.
But we are not Maya.
We're not Maya.
If I don't end this tonight, it's just a matter of time before the big guy gets involved.
No.
Keep teasing the big guy.
You sure it's just a sinking feeling?
Then follow your gut.
Gut.
It's a Mephisto, but just fat jokes. Oh, Fat Man Auto Sales.
This is the most Kazi thing we've seen so far.
Oh!
Okay. Let's talk. It's like Jurassic Park.
Here, Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Vigilantism.
What the hell?
Oh. Whoa, that's a cool shot.
Damn, those kicks.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I would love it if it's actually grills under there.
Yes.
Oh.
Your boss wanted your father dead. Now he's using me.
Oh no.
Way to go, Kate.
Yeah.
For this rescue mission, you got an escape plan?
Hey, are you Tabitha?
Yes.
All right, hop on in.
This guy better get a tip.
The Rescue Avengers Uber.
That's it. You got away.
Learn nothing else.
End of information.
No. I didn't get the call.
No.
All these years, you never had this prepared.
Come on, man. You're craftier than this in the comics. Shit.
I should have thought of a lie.
I had dozens of years at least.
This really is all my fault.
What is it?
Oh no.
Kate?
Look at this. Who's that with my mom?
Well, that's the guy I've been worried about this whole time. Kingpin.
Oh, what a bunch of bullshit!
You Burton Birdie.
Damn.
Oh.
There it is. Official confirmation.
They did it. Now I need Turk in episode 6. It's all happening.
There's a lot happening this week.
And that was Vincent's D'Onofrio in that photo.
So Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Val,
Is she like a middle ground between...
Kingpin went through her to hire Yelena? Okay.
Is Kingpin a something like Dark Avengers?
I don't think that's what's going on. I don't think Kingpin's doing it.
Somebody's doing it.
I think Val's doing it, but I think she kind of used them as like mercenaries in a way.
Hmm.
Oh my god, I use the word mercenaries. I never pull out a word like that.
Oh, wow. Real character arc
Thank
this
you, guys.
episode.
Do you think it'll say, and Vincent D'Onofrio?
Oh.
Even though it's just a photo?
Nope.
Cowards!
They don't want that in the credits. They don't want that on IMDb.
Dope! He's back, baby!
Nice.
That's his back. That's so cool.
Now here's where we wait.
Yeah.
Here's where we wait for them to not show us a post-credit
Nothing.
scene. But we will do
But
it.
we're gonna wait. Just for the patrons.
No. This will be in the YouTube cut.
Oh yeah? I was waiting.
Is silent.
Might as well.
Alright, well now we know.
Get that riveting
Look at these credits.
moment.
Clearly, you guys don't watch the videos back.
I know you edit these.
Yeah, you don't watch them back either. You edit them, there's a difference.
Well, I put
Excuse
some work
us.
into making sure these certain moments are in here. They're human.
Oh well. Georgia, great state.
Because you know what? Other audience members wait too. Damn you!
Oh.
Damn you, Disney Plus.
We're Disney
Ugh.
disappointed.
Vanessa.
Disney disappointed.
It's furthest its extent to my Kingpin impression. Vanessa.
I like the
Mine just includes a car.
Just a car.
Car door.
Oh.
Violence. It's prop comedy. My impression of
I see.
Kingpin.
Mine's sugar and water because I go meta and I
Edit this, Greg.
We don't want this. We don't want this on the internet.
Well, we were right. We're the only ones on the internet who guessed it. Wow. Kudos to us. Make sure you give us the right credit as the only ones who guessed that it was going to be Kingpin.
Spoilers, Greg.
I'm sorry, guys.
Kingpin.
I can't believe how good we all are.
It's because you read the comics, you knew too much.
Yeah, exactly.
What if you do it, Greg?
Stop reading comics.
It really is detrimental to the entire experience of knowledge.
I was a little bit surprised though by the plot twist about the whole thing with how someone was hired, someone tipped off Clint when he was Ronin.
Yeah.
To kill Maya, to kill people of the Tracksuit Mafia and kill Maya's dad. And I do think it's probably something to do with like, this will make her the ultimate weapon, because it seems like from that flashback with Maya in that earlier episode, you know, the way he looks after her is like, yeah, you will be my like own Black Widow, my assassin, in a lot of ways. So and it seems like the one thing that kept her in the loving state was her dad. So you move that, and then it becomes something just full of rage that blinds her.
And that is something like Kingpin does with like Typhoid Mary. He does it with, at times, he manipulates Elektra against Daredevil. Like that's a very Kingpin move to manipulate in those ways. So I really think it's a great way to bring him into the MCU. And I mean, we only got the one still, but that is so many ramifications of how much is this going to tie to the Netflix shows? Is that stuff canon? Like how's all this going to blend in? I'm fascinated.
I feel like it has to be canon.
Because, like, how do you
that
just
would
meet
be
this
too
guy?
much. That would be a lot to wrap your head around. Especially when you're, because you would have to make it a very clear distinction somehow. And if this show is not going to do multiverse and just do its own thing, they would have to really, they would have to do a multiverse thing in order to clarify that it's not the same kingdom.
I would love if we get Daredevil season 4 and we get Bullseye and the things that we wanted to see concluded.
Yeah, I would love that PG version.
You know what,
of
Greg?
Daredevil.
I can be excited. No matter what it's going to be, I might as well enjoy it. It could be on Hulu.
I'll never say never
Hit
when
Monkeys
it
rated
comes to Marvel, but at the same time, I am like, I don't know how that's gonna quite translate.
Yeah.
Because I feel like part of the charm, I mean, you know, good storytelling is good storytelling, good characters are good characters, but part of the charm of those shows is the grit.
Once Upon a Deadpool did not work as well as Deadpool.
Yeah, it needs to be, it needs to be violent, but it's still cool to have her back. And I feel like Eleanor is definitely inspired by Madame Mask, but is not. I don't think she's gonna come out wearing a mask and be like, "I'm Madame Mask."
What's
now.
funny is there's a scene with Rachel Weisz in Black Widow where there's a mask in her closet that is Madame Mask's shape, and now Yelena's in this, and I was like, Madame Mask is Black Widow, and then she wasn't, and now there's another thing where I'm like, Madame Mask is, and that's probably not.
Yeah,
we'll get Madame Mask one day, maybe.
I mean, it's gonna be cool.
We'll get the mask.
Somebody stop me, as they say.
One day. This was another really good episode. I just love the scene work that they have here. You know, like they have that opening bit with, you know, the continuation of Yelena's journey post Black Widow, trying to save other Black Widows, watching her blip moment.
That was so cool. I loved seeing from the perspective of the blippy.
Yeah.
The experience of, they would just feel the transition back into from Ash, and then the world would be different for them. So that visualization of that would be fascinating. And her saying, I've lost 5 years, I don't know how that would feel. Like, would you feel like you've aged? Would it feel like the world has aged? Like, you'd have lost 5 years of other people's lives, but conceptually not your own, on the time meter of your own existence. Like, all of that is so fascinating.
Oh yeah, it's like going under surgery. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like, oh, all of a sudden I'm fading out, and hey, I'm back.
It
And
was
there's
so
just like
well
an
done.
unaccounted for gap. And I love the way that they tempered her character throughout this episode, because she gets so much of it to kind of walk around in and breathe in. And yeah, Florence Pugh is just a magic to watch.
Her accent is even stronger this time around.
Yeah,
You know, I'm a huge Florence Pugh fan. I'm a really
She's so
big fan.
charming.
I'm a Russian accent expert.
Yeah, I'll just say that, like, when I'm around her, when I watch her, I'm not seeing Florence Pugh. I really am seeing the character Yelena.
For sure.
And I'm well acquainted with her work enough to be aware when I'm watching an actor, and I really feel like I'm just watching Yelena. And that scene in particular, as much as it's exciting that we're going to finally be getting Kingpin back, and you know, like the plot twists and stuff, my favorite scene is the one of the first scenes in here with Yelena and Kate playing this game of verbal chess with one another, and where they're both adding on doubt to each other. And I love that it's captured from primarily, they're like kind of switching perspectives throughout, but you really see Yelena more in this threatening assassin position. I like how you see her in that role when it's not just her kicking ass and taking names. You're actually watching her have fun with the interrogation. And I thought the way that whole scene just progressed, I know I said it during it, like there's a Tarantino quality about it, like when they're talking just about real life stuff before you get to the actual why are we here,
It's like the milk scene in Inglourious Basterds.
Yeah.
Just with macaroni.
It made me want macaroni. Like it actually, like I was so in the moment of it feeling real that I was like, I would in fact like some boxed cheese.
But even the way they would do some of those close-ups on them really did feel Tarantino inspired in a lot of ways. And Tarantino's work is inspired from directors like Brian De Palma. So this
Brian
work
De Palma-esque.
feels
That's what you're
it's more Brian De Palma more than anything else. Yeah.
A little bit of Michael Mann's Heat as well. I enjoyed the
Definitely.
little slight digital fragmenting in some of the fights.
Oh yeah, very true. Yeah, good call.
Cinema reference.
We watch movies.
We watch things that are not Marvel.
We just can't talk about them. No one will watch us watch them. That's real.
Yeah, that's the true thing. Depends though how big it is.
Yeah, you want every 4 videos of Spider-Man? Let us watch them. We love Spider-Man. We also
Those
love
huge Brian De Palma movies.
Giant Brian De Palma release.
He's still been killing it, hasn't he?
The star is not faded, boy.
Still strong as
Who
always.
saw Heat and The New World and all of Michael Mann's most recent? Not a lot of people.
Oh, let's Miami Vice reaction. Let's do it.
Oh, dude, Miami Vice. Colin Farrell's mustache game, Miami Vice, is impeccable. He's got room for like 2 mustaches.
The New World's Terrence Malick.
It is Terrence Malick. I failed the city. But
Anyway, if we further prove our point that we
Alexander, guys. Let's watch Alexander.
Let's get back on track, damn it.
Let's get back on track through Colin Farrell, who was Bullseye in Daredevil and is now Penguin. So we're gonna watch Batman. And
Yeah, there you go. Plenty to go around here.
How about Maya? No?
Yeah, sure, we can talk about Maya.
Yeah.
All right, talk about Maya, John.
Hey, no, that finally we got the confrontation between her and Ronin, and I mean, it's. I'm curious to know what you guys think about that, because it is like such a culmination for that character, for her character, as her entire motivation. They have that whole conversation about once we get him, we're done. But then also that moment becomes an alley-oop into a greater, much more grim circumstance surrounding Kingpin and all that. So, I mean, how did the impact feel to you guys?
Well, I don't know. I wasn't really too impacted. I was more caught up in the revelation of the information than I was the emotional impact of the scene. That was a good scene. I wasn't like, well, this could be better. Like,
I like the bait and switch with Hawkeye enough that we felt like he was gonna like be violent, and then it was the reveal to me was his being like, hey, now we're connecting as people.
Yeah.
Like that was, and I like the setup with Linda Cardellini and like wondering if that was gonna be a thing, and all those moments worked for me. But I also feel like without Renner's skill at being so nuanced, none of that would have worked. Like this show doesn't work without Renner being able to do so much with his eyeballs.
well, the theme of this episode is all about the paths we choose to take. That's specifically what all this particular one is about. And yeah, like you're talking about sort of a mislead. He's like calling his wife like, let's kill some bitches.
I apologize to Tasha. Now I'm gonna go murk some fools.
I'm gonna kill this Black Widow girl. I'm gonna kill this deaf chick. I'm gonna kill them all, man. Ronin's back, baby.
All right, honey, be home for supper.
It's like, what a
Got the
drastically
meatloaf on.
drastically different performance here we're getting. He is ruthless this time around. No, yeah. So it's because he donned the Ronin costume, but I felt like the decision that he made in that moment. I love the themes of the conversation. But my first thought was, she's not gonna stop hunting for you. What do you think is gonna happen?
It did definitely feel like I was like, bro, why did you do this?
What do you think's
Like,
gonna
what
happen?
did you think this was suddenly? It was a really... Also the moment with Kazi, where Kazi's like, okay, we're gonna talk about you stopping, and then as soon as you say you're not gonna stop, I'm gonna agree with you again, negating this entire conversation. There was like 2 scenes where it was very obvious that it would change nothing about the other person's decision.
But it's obvious that Maya is definitely, I mean, she's Echo. She's gonna have her own show. She's not gonna be a bad guy. If anything, what I like in what they've done with her, I imagine, I kind of liken it a little bit more towards Punisher in Daredevil season 2, where you present this character in an antagonistic position who eventually, by the end of the series, is actually a protagonist.
And I think in episode 6 she's gonna break good. Like, we're gonna see her go to that side to launch into her show. I agree, and they've set her up so well that she's fascinating and captivating, where you're gonna want to follow her good deeds.
True, absolutely. But another scene that I really loved was it was almost meditative. Part of me wish I didn't have complete hearing in my ear. When he's talking,
the peace, man, the peace of that.
When he talks to Natasha, or spiritually talking to Natasha, takes out the earpiece, and then all the noise around him fades away, so you can feel like he's having a direct conversation with her.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
The whole performance of what he's been doing just clicked for me fully. Like, I've already really been enjoying the hell out of what Jeremy Renner's been doing. But then a whole new layer got added on in that one scene where he's talking about, I forget exactly what he said, but it was something about how, the gift you gave me, the gift of life, basically, is like, I'm trying to have a life. I'm trying to take this opportunity, be with my family, enjoy it, but I'm having a hard time because, man, do I feel a lot of pain over my past, and man, do I miss the hell out of you too, and I replay that moment all the time of losing you and how it should have been me, and I'm trying to appreciate what you gave me, but I can't. So all of that subtly just made every moment we've seen of him in this show, like, this all clicks. It all even makes more sense.
And then it the Endgame scene a lot, right? Retroactively, that scene, like, obviously there's dialogue about her wanting to have him with his family, but now it's his reaction to that these 2 years later for us in real time, getting to see how that's impacted him in these years since, and that's so beautiful. I love these long form shows. Like, it's giving us so many scenes we couldn't get. It's just like when you read weekly comic books, when you read floppies, you get so many impactful moments as compared to, like, picking up just the trades of series. Like if you pick up an event comic, there's going to be spin-off books that most people don't read, but in those spin-off books you get these moments, and I feel like Marvel has done an incredible job making these spin-off shows feel like weekly comic books without feeling like spin-offs from the movies, especially Hawkeye. I feel like Kevin Feige's really established a tone that's going to parallel monthly comics, not monthly spin-off comics. This feels just as essential as the movies, but it doesn't feel like you're beholden to one or the other. You get just enhance both with the shows.
Yeah, very true. I love the way you think, Coy.
This is Kevin Guy Knows Comics.
Coy. So, Jack Duquesne.
Swordsman, bait and switch.
I think that whole thing was a ruse.
That he's actually a bad guy?
Together.
I think he's actually a bad guy, and they put that whole thing together for Kate's eyes to witness.
I like that.
I think it's just a constant back and forth of one of the not as interesting elements of the show.
They brought up the murder, and I was like, "Oh right, the murder."
Yeah, kind of forgot. Like, everything else.
Can we bring back the toffee?
Like, I want the answers. I think it's interesting. I don't want to say it's not interesting. I'm saying on the
There's
list,
just so many
list of interesting, it's not one of the most interesting.
If you took it out, it would not change much.
It wouldn't change my emotional association to
Yeah.
the show, basically. But I'm sure, actually, I imagine it would hold a heavier weight by the time we get the full impact of the information by that point.
I do think it's gonna land. It's just while it's like simmering, it hasn't felt like a thing. But when it lands, I feel like it's gonna make the show better. Kind of like what we just had at the Hawkeye moment. It's gonna make everything, like, the dominoes fall in a fun way.
Because especially Jack Duquesne was exceptionally more confident in the fact of, like, I was framed. This wasn't me. I'll be in time for your Christmas dinner. Like, it was just so. He didn't seem at all. If he was actually framed, like truly framed to the point where this was all just completely oblivious to him, I imagine he would be a lot more dismayed. There'd be some type of concern, but there is no concern at all. So it made me think, like, oh, they're doing the prediction that Eleanor set him up, but I think they're both in on it in some way. That's my theory.
We only have one episode left.
Solid theory.
They got a lot to do.
They got to introduce the multiverse.
I mean, immediately.
That's what every
10 Hawkeyes.
That's what every Marvel thinks about.
Just
when,
all
when are the
multiverse.
X-Men coming in? Yeah. No, Hawkeye's
Mephisto's the next episode, right?
Hawkeye's gonna introduce
Guy in the white suit's Mephisto.
I hope so. That would be amazing.
So we gotta have Kingpin in the next episode. We've got to solve the mystery of the murder. We need to have the Yelena bit paid off. We need to have the Maya bit paid off. We need to have Kate Bishop rejoin with Hawkeye as a team.
Lucky be named.
We need to have Lucky be named. We need to hopefully have Grills be like handing the suits over and then fully suit up.
We need to have Kazi be a little bit more accurate to his comic and not be such a bitch.
I would like that a little.
Because, man, if you guys read the comic, this ain't ruining shit for you because it ain't definitely happening in this show. Like, Kazi is so lethal and menacing and the toughest foe for Clint. He like whoops ass.
He's the big bad.
He's the big bad.
Yeah.
And although it's making me wonder now.
You think it's a bait and switch too?
I don't know. I don't think it's a bait and switch. I'm wondering if they do keep this series to like hey, Hawkeye season 2, if they're setting him up to be a bigger villain.
Oh
for
yeah.
the next one.
I just want Turk. If Kingpin's canon, Turk's canon. Turk kept it all together on Netflix. I want Turk back.
I want Clint's brother.
Oh, that'd be fun. I'd like
His
that.
name's not Barry. What is it?
It's
Barney.
Barney.
Yeah.
Barney.
I want Barney. That's where the coin thing came.
Because Barney Barton is a funny
Yes,
name. It's
yeah.
very comic-y.
Yeah.
Give me that Barney Barton.
Well, guys, another great episode of Hawkeye. Sure to get people talking with an official confirmation that Kevin Feige does not entirely hate Netflix.
He's seen them. He's watched them.
Let's see. I'm under the impression we're only getting Daredevil stuff. I don't think.
Yeah, like Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, not Iron Fist.
Yeah, but if this version of Kingpin's around, that's very telling. So
I would love an already married Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, like already established, like they've already like catching up as it's moved along. Cause it'd be cool to like if Jessica Jones maybe got blipped, Luke Cage did, and they got a little kid and stuff running around.
Yeah.
There's stories to tell.
Well, guys, what do you think about this episode? Are you excited that the King of Pins is back? Subscribe, click that notification bell. Tell us in the comments your favorite thing about Vincent D'Onofrio that is not Kingpin.
Skin suit.
Men in Black.
Sugar and water. Did a war movie. Did pretty well.
Magnificent Seven.
Magnificent Seven.
Yep.
Very tall.
Full Metal Jacket is you're gonna say yes.
No, I wasn't going to say the correct answer.
But then again, what do we know? We only know Marvel. Okay. Hey, we should do a Maria Hammond. Maria has sent us so many gifts this year, and she sent us a message on social media. I say she sent us so many gifts. She sent us so many gifts.
Maria, thank you.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Really looks after her son, who is in a great recovery process right now. Won't go into too much specifics, but you are one hell of a caring mother. And you even look after us like we're your own children. And I love the hell out of you for it. And on top of that, too, she messaged me saying, we're going to be getting more shit for Christmas.
I think it's actually in the mailbox.
Oh, it's in the mail. It's in the mailbox. We're so busy we can't drive over there.
That's right.
But it is there.
It takes longer than you think.
But Maria, my dear, if you had a bow and arrow, right to our hearts. But it wouldn't be lethal.
No.
It would be an
Like
arrow
Cupid.
made of love.
Like Cupid.
Right to our hearts.
Shot through the heart, but you're too late.
And you know what I do?
You give love a bad name.
I would accept it. That's
Bon Jovi.
mean.
It's Bon
You
Jovi
give
too.
That's
love
mean.
the best name.
Yeah,
Maria.
that's what
Love's
about Maria.
name. Love thy name be Maria.
It's 2 in the morning. Bon Jovi's playing.
It's salted.
I got too far. I was like, this is a good song. And then I was like, wait,
Maybe
that's
Maria likes
That is not what you
I assume Maria likes Bon Jovi.
Maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. But what I know is Maria's helped make this Christmas all year round.
Absolutely.
And you're part of the Reject family. We accept you in here a little bit more than others.
She gives love a
Good
good
Madam Mask of the real reject.
In a good way. A
In
good Madam
way,
Mask.
yeah.
Me and John are bad at this. We're saying villainous things.
Yeah, you guys
We're just
suck at complimenting. I love you.
Suck, Maria. We hate you. Stay away.
Love you,
great.
Maria. If you ever come out to Cali, let us know. We'll take you out to dinner. Or a little light snack. All right. No, proper dinner. Love you, Maria.